Adrian Chiles, a man not unfamiliar with the world, recently confessed a startling truth. At the age of 57, he finally stepped foot into the hallowed halls of the British Museum. One might expect a tale of revelation, of being humbled by the weight of history. Instead, Mr. Chiles emerged underwhelmed. How can this be? How can a place so overflowing with treasures from across millennia leave a visitor cold? The answer perhaps lies not in the museum itself, but in the nature of expectation. We approach these grand institutions with preconceived notions, with mental checklists of iconic objects to be ticked off. But what of the quiet whispers of the past? The stories etched not on grand monuments, but on the humble shards of a broken pot. It is in these seemingly insignificant objects that the true pulse of history can be found. They are the tangible links to the lives of those who came before, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. The British Museum, in all its sprawling glory, is not just a repository of the exceptional, but a sanctuary for the everyday. The sheer scale of the British Museum can be daunting even for the most seasoned museum-goer. Row upon row of artifacts, each with its own story to tell, can leave one feeling overwhelmed, lost in a sea of antiquity. The temptation is to skim the surface, to flit from one iconic object to the next, ticking boxes rather than truly engaging. Perhaps Mr. Chiles fell victim to this tyranny of choice. Perhaps he missed the opportunity to forge a personal connection with the objects on display, to lose himself in the intricate details of a mosaic or the weathered inscription on a sarcophagus. It is in these moments of quiet contemplation that the true magic of a museum reveals itself. The key is to resist the urge to conquer the entire museum in a single visit. Instead, choose a single gallery, a single period, a single culture. Allow yourself to become immersed in that world, to engage with the objects on their own terms. You might be surprised by what you discover. Those who dismiss museums as dry and dusty havens for the elite miss the point entirely. History is not just the story of kings and queens, of battles won and lost. It is the story of us, of humanity in all its messy, flawed glory. And where is that story better told than in the everyday objects of lives lived long ago? Consider the humble pot, a simple vessel perhaps, but one that speaks volumes about the people who created and used it. The clay from which it is formed hints at the local geology. The craftsmanship of its design, a testament to artistic traditions passed down through generations. The scorch marks on its base tell of countless meals prepared, of families gathered around hearths long since extinguished. These pots, these fragments of ancient lives, connect us to our shared human experience. They remind us that the past is not some distant alien realm, but a vibrant tapestry woven from the same threads of love, loss, and the simple act of living that define our own lives. The British Museum can be a bewildering labyrinth, but fear not, intrepid explorer. There are ways to navigate its vast halls and emerge, not overwhelmed, but invigorated. The museum offers a variety of themed trails, each one a carefully curated journey through a particular aspect of human history. Follow the footsteps of Roman emperors, trace the evolution of writing from cuneiform tablets to illuminated manuscripts, or lose yourself in the vibrant colors of a Japanese woodblock print. These trails provide a framework for your exploration, a narrative thread to guide you through the labyrinth, and don't be afraid to avail yourself of the knowledge of the museum's expert staff. Free talks and lectures are held throughout the day, offering fascinating insights into the collection. You might find yourself face to face with the curator of ancient Egyptian artifacts, or listening spellbound as a historian brings the Roman Empire to life. Section 5. A Tapestry of Voices. Museums are not static repositories of the past. They are living, breathing entities, constantly evolving as new discoveries are made and new perspectives are brought to bear on existing collections. The British Museum in particular has been at the forefront of efforts to diversify its storytelling, to move beyond the traditional Eurocentric narrative. Exhibits now incorporate a wider range of voices, reflecting the global reach of the collection and acknowledging the interconnectedness of human history. We are invited to see the world through the eyes of others, to challenge our own assumptions and embrace the richness and complexity of the human experience. This inclusivity extends beyond the walls of the museum itself. The call for reader-submitted photographs is a testament to the museum's commitment to engaging with the public, to creating a space where everyone feels welcome to share their own perspectives and experiences. Section 6. Beyond the glass case. The objects housed within the British Museum are, by their very nature, removed from their original context. They stand behind glass cases, carefully labelled and preserved for posterity. Yet, it is essential to remember that these objects were once integral parts of living, breathing cultures. The Rosetta Stone, for example, was not created to be gawped at by tourists. It was a practical, if rather grand, attempt to communicate a royal decree in multiple languages. The Lewis chessmen, those enigmatic figures carved from walrus ivory, were once held in the hands of Viking players, their fates decided on a board lost to time. Technology is playing an increasingly important role in bridging the gap between the museum and the visitor. Virtual reality experiences allow us to step back in time, to walk through the bustling streets of ancient Rome or explore the interior of an Egyptian tomb. Interactive displays provide a deeper understanding of the objects on display, allowing us to manipulate three-dimensional models and explore their intricate details. Section 7. Your Museum, Your Lens. The British Museum, for all its grandeur, is ultimately a blank canvas upon which we project our own interpretations of the past. It is a place for quiet contemplation, for personal reflection, for forging connections across time and culture. There is no right or wrong way to experience a museum, no prescribed path to enlightenment. Bring your own curiosity, your own questions, your own passions. Let the objects speak to you, ignite your imagination and challenge your preconceived notions. Take your time, wander, get lost and rediscover yourself amidst the treasures of the past. And when you leave, don't let the experience end there. Share your discoveries with others, spark conversations and keep the spirit of exploration alive. The British Museum, like all museums, is more than just a building filled with objects. It is a repository of shared human experience, a testament to our enduring capacity for creativity, innovation, and connection. Section 8. A legacy etched in stone. The British Museum stands as a testament to the enduring power of the past to illuminate the present. It is a place where civilizations converse across the chasm of time, where the echoes of ancient voices mingle with the murmur of modern-day visitors. Its collection, vast and varied, speaks to the interconnectedness of human experience, reminding us that we are all part of a much larger story. The museum's call for reader-submitted photographs is a powerful reminder that history is not just something to be observed from a distance. It is something to be engaged with, to be interrogated, to be shaped by our own experiences and perspectives. Each photograph submitted, each story shared, adds another layer to the rich tapestry of the museum's narrative, creating a dialogue between the past, the present, and the future. In this way, the British Museum becomes not just a repository of artifacts, but a living, breathing testament to the enduring power of human connection. Section 9. Go forth and explore. So the next time you find yourself with a free afternoon, I urge you to resist the allure of the digital world and step instead into the tangible embrace of a museum. Cast aside your preconceived notions, silence the inner critic who dismisses such places as dull or irrelevant. Open your mind, your heart, your senses to the stories whispered from behind glass cases. You might be surprised by what you find. You might discover a hidden talent for deciphering hieroglyphs, a newfound appreciation for the delicate beauty of a Ming vase, or a profound connection to a long-forgotten ancestor. The possibilities are as endless as the corridors of history themselves. The world is your museum, waiting to be explored. Go forth and discover its wonders.